It's high noon.
Alright, today we're taking a look at the Chimera. Here are a pair of mine that I've painted up. I have one old school one here on the left and a newer version of the model on the right, newer being from 2009. So I base coat all of my vehicles right now in a Rust-Oleum olive green, and then my base coat color is Army Painter's green skin, and then I do a highlight on it with Goblin green. All of the metallic parts are the Broadsword silver, Speed Paint 2.0. I also use the plate mail for the rest of the metallic bits. The 100 killer missile is black with the broadsword silver on top of it with a bright red and nuclear sunrise. And then I just did the, it's like a shining gold for all of the Aquilas and stuff on the side. The las guns, same thing. The broadsword silver and black, and then I just do some decals on them. I think these models look really good. You can see the difference between the old one and the new one right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the Chimera and its stats for what you actually give a shit about, which is what can it do when I throw this crap wagon model on the table. So stat line, it has a move of 10, toughness 9, save of 3 plus 11 wounds, leadership 7, and an objective control of 2, which is pretty good overall for a transport vehicle. I think his armor of 3 plus 11 wounds is a solid stat line, especially for an APC. The crap wagon Chimera, whatever the hell you want to call it. It has been and still is universally, I think, the best basic transport in 40K. I mean, I'm not well versed in every single army's ability to transport its crap wagon dudes around on the board, but I think this thing's pretty freaking solid for the points cost. 70 points based on the new September 2023 points adjustments. So this thing is 70 points. It gives you an absolute killer stat line for a transport vehicle. And let's really take a look at what it brings as far as its fire support. All right, so it as standard, it comes with a multi-laser and a heavy bolter or flamer in the hull, and then it has the 6 las gun array on it, and you can throw a heavy stubber or storm bolter on top. So right off the bat, the Chimera multi-laser is a piece of shit. It's a range 36, strength 4, or strength 6, 4 attacks, 4 plus to hit, no AP, and only does 1 damage. So, oh, you're hitting 4 attacks. Sounds cool, but at strength 6, yeah, no problem, except for the AP 0 pretty much means it's useless and it only does 1 damage, especially when you can get the Chimera Heavy Bolter, which has 3 attacks instead of 4, so yes, you get 1 less attack. You still hit on 4s. Its strength is 1 less at 5, which I don't think is super relevant, but it has an AP of -1, and it does 2 damage. And if you drop critical hits on rolls of 6s, it has sustained hits, so you get extra hits with it. So it outright could offset the fact that it only has 3 attacks compared to 4 by just, if you drop a 6, which there's a reasonable chance with 3 shots that you might. Or, if you're a really crazy ass, you could throw the Chimera Heavy Flamer on there and have yourself a pseudo Walmart brand Hellhound with its Flamer 12-inch attack, dice 6 attacks, auto hits because it's a torrent weapon and ignores cover, strength 5, -1, still only does 1 damage. I think ultimately the Heavy Bolter is still your best shot. You throw the pintle-mounted Heavy Stubber up there. Yes, you could throw a Storm Bolter up there. Why would you do that? The Storm Bolter is not as good as the Heavy Stubber in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why you would ever take it unless it would just happen to be what was modeled on your actual model. But I mean, I would just say, hey, by the way, anything that looks like a Storm Bolter is actually a Heavy Stubber. Heavy Stubber, 36-inch range, 3 attacks, hits on 4s, strength 4, no AP, does 1 damage, rapid fire 3. Storm Bolter, 24-inch range, so it's less range. 2 attacks, so 1 less attack. 4 plus to hit, same. Strength 4, same. No AP, same. 1 damage, same. Rapid Fire 2, worse. So why would I ever take anything but the Heavy Stubber? This is where I think Games Workshop really needs to look at their weapon profiles and go, why would I choose this over this? If there's a clear answer, then the way you've designed your weapons isn't very good, in my opinion. And then all the Chimeras have the Lasgun Rain, which is a range 24 inches, 6 attacks, still hitting on 4s, Strength 3, AP 0, does 1 damage, and it's Rapid Fire 6, so typically if you're going to get in close enough and you dump your troops out, you're going to get some decent fire support. You can always throw the Hunter Killer Missile on it, since War Gear in 10th edition is free, and Hunter Killer Missile is absolutely fantastic at 48 inches. It is a single shot. You're going to get only 1 rope out of it, but that rope is going to be a heavy one at a strength 14, minus 3 AP, and it does die 6 damage. All right, so there's your weapon loadouts that you can pick and choose for your Chimera. Its abilities, it's got Deadly Demise 3, so if it rolls 6 when it blows up, when it gets destroyed, it's going to drop die 3 mortal wounds on any squads or vehicles around it. So that's pretty poor, but it's not. There's worse. And then it's got another feather in its cap. It's got Firing Deck 2, which means that up to 2 models can fire their weapons from the vehicle as long as they're embarked in the vehicle. Its special ability is a mobile command vehicle, so if you have a leader in that vehicle, it is able to give out 1 of its orders. If it can only give out 1, then perfect. If it can give out 2, still can only give out 1. But it can issue orders even though it's not on the battlefield, and it can measure from the transport, so that does give it a little bit of extra distance to be able to give out its orders. Overall, the Chimera is an absolute fantastic vehicle for the Imperial Guard Astra Militarum. And like I said, I would push this bitch head up against most other normal transports. I'm not talking about Land Raiders or shit like that, but your normal Rhino equivalent transports. Man, the Chimera, I think, whips the shit out of it because it's a solid fire support vehicle, along with being just a straight APC. So let's go ahead and take a look at the APC portion of that. So it's a transport. It says this model can transport up to 12 Astra Militarum infantry models, each heavy weapons team and veterans heavy weapons team. So giving you the idea that at some point you might see the veteran squads come back in the future. They take up a space of 2 models, and each Ogryn takes up 3. So you could put 3 Ogryn in it, which is nice. Giving you, the mini the mini bang bus kind of situation. It can't put any artillery models in it, but you can throw heavy weapons in there. So you can throw like a pair of las cannons or a pair of autocannons or something in the back of it and fire out of it to just add on to the tanky, shooty DACA that's going to come flying out of this thing. So here's your option. So the model has a heavy bolter. It can be replaced with a heavy flamer if you want to. Like I said earlier, you can change that to make this somewhat of a mini hellhound. The multi-laser can be replaced with the heavy bolter or the heavy flamer. And then you can throw a heavy stubber or storm bolter on it. And in the era of free war gear, there's an absolutely 100% no reason not to throw a Hunter Killer Missile on it. So guys, ultimately, the Chimera, this thing's freaking badass. And I think if you're looking to build an Imperial Guard army that's mechanized, you should definitely load up on these guys. Fire them out there. Go buy them for $60 from your local game store. Go hunt them down on eBay for $40 a pop, whatever it takes. Get yourself 3 or 4 of these guys if you're looking to do any kind of mechanized Imperial Guard army. These guys will do you good. And until next time, please like and subscribe here on Broncos Gaming World, and I will see you guys again soon. Please take care.
Boom goes the dynamite.